Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel where we learn English in a fun, clear and practical way. Today's topic is grammar. But wait, don't click away. I know when people hear the word grammar, they think of boring rules and red correction marks. But grammar is way more than that. It's a tool that helps you express yourself clearly, avoid awkward and funny misunderstandings, and of course, sound professional. So grab your pencil and of course a cup of tea. Let's start today's lesson. By the end of this lesson, you'll understand why grammar matters and how to avoid common mistakes. Let's start. Let's start with a simple question. Why does grammar even matter? Read this sentence. Now read this one. That tiny comma changes everything, from a nice dinner with grandma to something really terrible. Grammar keeps our meanings clear and helps people understand what exactly we're trying to say. But grammar isn't just about avoiding disasters. It also shows your professionalism. Whether you're writing a school essay, job application, or an email, good grammar shows how professional you are. Grammar builds your credibility. Yes, people take you more seriously when your writing is clear and correct. Grammar helps you learn faster. When you understand how sentences are built, reading and writing in English becomes easier. One of my students once sent an important email with this sentence. I have went through the document. Oops, it should have been, I have gone through the document. That small grammar mistake made him look less confident and less careful. Of course, he didn't hear back from the client. Lesson learned, but in a terrible way. Let me tell you a rule that many learners struggle with. It's very simple. The subject and verb must match in number. For example, she plays the piano. They play the piano, not she play the piano. You understand me, right? Watch out for tricky nouns. The news is on at 6 o'clock. The word news sounds plural, but it's actually singular. Everyone has their books. Let's do a quick test. Commas are small but necessary. Here's where we need them. Lists. When you are giving a list of something. For example, I bought apples, bananas, and oranges. Use commas with introductory phrases. For example, after dinner, we watched a movie. Without the comma, the sentence is harder to follow. Don't forget a comma before conjunctions. And, but, so, or. I wanted to go, but it was raining. I love cooking, my family, and my dog. Versus, I love cooking, my family, and my dog. Oh my God, comma really helps. I don't want to cook my family or my dog. English has 12 tenses. Here you can find lessons about each one. Now let's focus on the 3 most common ones. Simple present tense. For example, I eat breakfast at 8 o'clock every morning. Use simple present to talk about habits, routines, and facts. Simple past. For example, I ate breakfast at 8 o'clock yesterday. Use simple past for actions that started and finished in the past. And simple future. For example, I will eat breakfast at 8 o'clock tomorrow. Use it to talk about plans and promises. Make sure to use time words. For example, yesterday shows past. Every day shows present. Tomorrow or next week shows the future. Let's do a quick test. Can you find the mistake in this sentence? What's wrong here? Write it down in comments. Let's talk about active voice and passive voice. Active voice makes your writing clearer and stronger. However, passive voice can be confusing sometimes and it is kind of softer. For example, the cat chased the mouse versus the mouse was chased by the cat. It's better to use passive voice when you don't know who did the action, or you want to focus on the action, not the doer. For example, the cake was eaten. I don't know who did it, but the cake is gone. I don't have a cake anymore. And next important part is pronouns. Pronouns take place of the nouns, but they have to match. For example, John lost his keys. John and his, they have to match. Or the students handed in their homework. Students and their homework. Notice the match. Student, their. Are you ready for the next one? Apostrophes, which can show possession or contractions. For example, Anna's phone. A phone that belongs to Anna. The teacher's room. The room that belongs to multiple teachers. Its, which is the contraction form for it is. Your, you are. Their, and they are. Don't mix up its and its. Oh, this its shows possession. For example, the dog wagged its tail. And this its is the contraction for it is. For example, think for a second. If you can replace the word with it is, then use its. If not, then use its. Okay? Let's do a quick test. Which its is correct for this sentence? Grammar isn't something that you learn once and never forget. It's a skill like cooking, driving, or playing a sport. You get better when you practice more. Try to practice grammar every day. Read simple English books or blogs. Write a daily journal in English. Watch videos or shows with subtitles. Try speaking with a language partner or a teacher. Set goals for yourself. For example, today I'll focus on commas. This week I practice the past tense. Every evening I try writing a short paragraph. And most importantly, review your work. Look for your mistakes and try to fix them because fixing mistakes is how we grow. Let's wrap up today's lesson. Now you know that grammar matters because it improves communication, credibility, and clarity. Match subjects and verbs. Use commas and tenses correctly. Choose the right voice and pronouns. Use apostrophes wisely. Small efforts daily make big improvements over time. Remember, you don't need to be perfect. You need to keep improving. And every sentence you make is a step forward. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. Hit the bell below to get a notification for new uploads. I'll be back very soon. Bye bye.